Hi, I'm Jay Vetter. Welcome back to Phoenix Flavor. Today we're joined by Campus Executive Chef Jonathan Burns, who normally I would say is brand new, but you've been here now what?
Probably about 6 months.
6 months. So yeah. Jonathan joined us 6 months ago, and super happy to have you here. And what are you gonna make for us today?
So today, guys, what we're gonna make for you is basically a homage to a tortilla. You know, we're gonna make a nice fish taco, apple slaw. I've got some fresh crema that I made here in house, but we're gonna get started real quick. Basically, you know, my thoughts of this is who doesn't like a good taco? So let's get at it. So what we're gonna start with today, Jay, we're gonna start with the apple slaw. And so we're gonna start with some fresh green apple. We're gonna run it off on the mandolin. More of like a julienne cut. And then we're gonna incorporate some of these other fresh vegetables. The stuff that we get here in-house daily. We'll take some cucumber. Take some red pepper. We'll cut it into some strips as well. Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Take care of that for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Anytime.
So one of the cool things about being here is the fact that the focus on local is just really intriguing to me. What we do as a team here is we put our best foot forward as purchasing local. So one of the things that we do is, you know, reach out every week. We look into our local list and we see what we can get here locally. We have a very good person that works with us through Fresh Point. Her name's Lauren. She's the top notch when it comes to sourcing local produce.
Yeah, she's a great resource for us, and she builds some relationships with some of the local farms. We like to work, you know, within a pretty tight area of Elon University, and then we also like to keep it seasonal and work with small scale farmers.
Right. And another thing too, some of this produce that we've actually got on screen here today, for instance, this cabbage and some of the fresh herbs actually comes from a community garden here on campus that the students use on a daily, where they can actually rent out plots of garden spots and they can start raising their own vegetables while they're on campus here with us.
Yeah, and that's the next level for us too. We're starting to incorporate, so we have a great partnership with Loy Farm here on campus at Elon. It's a beautiful farm. You visit, make sure you go out and visit Loy Farm, beautiful piece of land. So we actually are having a great partnership with Michael and the team out there. We're building a second high tunnel that's getting ready to go up now, and we'll incorporate a lot of that produce. We're hiring actually a farm manager to help us with it. So we're going to try to grow even more fresh produce right here on campus and tell an amazing story. And I mean, it doesn't get any fresher than that. Absolutely.
So the next thing we're going to add in, so I've got most of our vegetables in that we're going to put into this dish. I've got cucumber, red pepper. We've got the green apple. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this cabbage that we got from the community garden here. I'm just going to do a quick shred on it, add to it. And then we'll take some, I've got some rice vinegar and I've got some olive oil here. And we'll just lightly toss all this crisp, fresh vegetable together. We'll mix it up and it'll just make a quick slaw. And then we'll season it up with a little salt and pepper and we'll be good to go. Then we'll move on to the next component of our dish.
And this is truly how we write our menus here at Elon for the students. Obviously, it's a lot of feedback of you, but then we also lean in on the seasonality. We don't have a cycle menu. All the chefs write menus weekly. So when we have fresh produce available to us or fresh fish or whatever it may be, we just incorporate those right into the menu right real time. So that's the great thing we have. There's some flexibility there in us to be able to do those things.
Right. So that sort of completes together our slaw. We got our slaw piece put together. The next component we're gonna work on is the tortilla. This is actually the same masa harina that we use in our dining hall here at Lakeside. So you can go every day to our dining hall and get a fresh tortilla on our taqueria station.
And they're very delicious, might I say.
So what I've got here today is your classic tortilla press. You know, you can get these in different varieties. Some of them are aluminum, some of them are cast iron. But the cast iron seems to be a little more sturdy, so it presses out a better tortilla. We're just gonna get a small ball of dough here with our masa. And the mixture of the masa is just hot water, the masa, and that's the only ingredients that come to it. So I mean, it's very basic, but it's very good. And the comparison of a fresh tortilla versus...
Yeah, no comparison.
There's no comparison at all. So what we got here, folks, is one nice looking tortilla to start with.
Yeah, and you can, I mean, this is a great thing to do with your family too, at home. Make your own tortillas.
Right. So taco night at my house, you know, is definitely a big deal at our house. You know, we love tacos in the Burns family. It's universal for all kids. You know, we love it. We get down on it. So we're gonna let this guy cook. I got him in a hot skillet. We're gonna let him start cooking around the edges for about, I don't know, 45 seconds or so. We'll give him a little check. We just wanna get a good color on each side, see what's going on under there, and then we'll start assembling our taco.
How far in advance do you make these?
The dough?
Yeah.
I mean, you can actually make it in advance. It actually holds really well. As long as the dough is not sticky, you're good to go. Once it starts getting sticky, that's when it becomes troublesome. So we're gonna get a quick flip on this other side so we can start cooking it through and through. And then he should start puffing up a little bit, and then we'll move into the fish part of our taco.
Again, variety of different fillings for your taco. You can do anything you want, right?
Right, absolutely. I think a taco is the best vessel you can have. It can carry anything.
Absolutely.
Pork, fish, beef, vegetarian, you name it. Like I said before, I haven't met a taco that I haven't liked yet. So, you know, I think that's pretty much true across the board for anybody. We'll go one more flip. We're starting to get a little color on him. And then we'll transfer him to a plate. And then we'll sear off our fish real quick. We'll garnish this thing and we'll have a taco for lunch.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull this. Place him on the plate here. Get it ready to go. So what I've got here is some salmon. This is our 60 South salmon here that we feature every day that you can get in our dining halls all the time. It's seasoned up with a chipotle. And then I've got a little bit of fresh lime added to it. A little bit of Old Bay spice. I'm kind of a sucker for that personally when it comes to seafood. But, you know, lime juice, Old Bay, a little bit of chipotle seasoning. So yeah, we're gonna sear it up nice. We're gonna finish this thing.
This is quality salmon too. It's farm raised, but it's sustainably farm raised. But it's good stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This fall, we're actually forming some partners. Jonathan and I are actually getting ready to go on a trip to go talk to some small fishermen out on the eastern shore of North Carolina and start to build those relationships, be able to bring in some more North Carolina seafood, incorporate it into the dining halls and the concessions for football, maybe.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, we're actually talking about doing a raw bar right there on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people can say I went to a football game, I had fresh oysters on the half shell?
I'll tell you how many. Only the ones that come to Elon.
Only the ones that come to Elon. If you'd pass me that mandolin, Chef.
I'd love to, man.
To top off our taco today, we're just gonna. That's cool. I'm gonna shave off a little bit of radish, and that way we can top it with it. And I've also got some serrano peppers here. Run off a couple slivers of it. Pull this guy out of the way. There you go. And then I want to talk a little bit too about the crema that I made.
Yeah.
So the crema that I made, it is based with our very own Ranloo Dairy whole milk that we get here in house. Pumped it up with a little bit of citrus acid, and we also added some sour cream to it. Typically, crema is left out at room temperature overnight, and that way it can sort of build up the proteins, and the acid can start cooking the proteins in the sour cream, and it actually makes just a really pungent, flavorful texture. You know, it's velvety. It's got a lot of acid to it. Super nice. So we've got our fish done. We've got our tortilla finished. We're gonna put a little bit of this fresh slaw that we made right on top. We're gonna introduce some of the crema right here on top as well. A couple of shaved radishes. Some of our serrano pepper.
Nice.
And there you have it.
I know what I'm having for lunch.
You have the chipotle fish taco that we have here on campus. And I would feel very confident that you'll be seeing more stuff like that this fall on campus at all of our locations.
Yeah, we miss you guys. We've been working hard, doing a lot of planning for the fall. Look, guys, we're very excited to get everybody back, and even more excited to have you join our team, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Chef, I'm telling you, man, you're going to elevate the game here even higher than we have before, and we're excited to have you part of the team.
I'm excited. I'm very excited to be part of the team.
Till next episode, thank you guys,
Yeah,
and
thank
we'll miss
you.
you.